Hey everybody, Katie here, and welcome back to the channel. It has been a long time since you've seen this face on the screen or those dogs on the screen. I think it's been 10 or 11 months since I've uploaded a video to YouTube, and I've had some people reaching out, quite a few people recently reaching out and just kind of asking, hey, why aren't you making videos anymore? Hope everything's okay. You're still going to do the YouTube thing. And to answer those questions, short and simple and sweet, is yes, I'm still going to do YouTube. Everything is great. All is well. And the reason I have not put out a video in a long time is honestly just plain and simple because YouTube is just not a priority for me. I absolutely love making the videos. It's a lot of fun. And it's been great kind of getting to know some of you through this and all the interactions through YouTube and just even the other social media sites, which I guess I really only use Instagram for the most part. But even that I have not posted as much on, just kind of slowed down on things. And really just simply for the fact of it's not a priority. I just need to take a step back for a little bit. And I've been really busy with other things and projects and things that have been priority in my life. But that being said, here we are. I'm putting a video out right now, and there's a couple updates I want to give you on just some general life updates, I guess, and then just some updates on, I guess, kind of where I see the channel going. I'm going to start peppering in some other content. Still going to always keep putting out the content that I always have put out, but I'm going to start adding in a few other different things to maybe help me be able to put out a few more videos for you guys and some more content. So right now I am out with the dogs, as you can see. We are in the woods. I'm out after work. It rained for a couple hours. It is very unseasonably warm right now. I think we're like 46 degrees, 40 something degrees, but it rained for a while. It's just barely drizzling right now. It's supposed to stop raining for a couple hours, and then it's supposed to rain all day tomorrow, then get cold again, then get really warm again this weekend. It's been a crazy, weird winter weather-wise. Just been very odd. I mean, I heard thunder today. I heard thunder February 27th. But anyways, just wanted to do a quick little scout shed hunt. Don't have a lot of time before it gets dark, but figured anything is better than nothing, and figured this would be a perfect time to make a little video and just kind of fill you in on some updates. So I have been out shed hunting a little bit, but more so scouting than shed hunting, more so focusing on the scouting pretty much all of February because it's been pretty mild. I got out some in January, but we had quite a bit of snow in January. That was our winter, was January. But I have been out some and haven't found anything. Well, actually, let me phrase that. I found one, but it was a couple years old, so I don't really count that. But as we're coming into March here, we should be getting into prime time. I think there was a lot of deer just still holding for quite a while, and that kind of seemed to be the general consensus in around the area. But there's got to be sheds laying around out there now, and we're just getting into the prime time for shed season. So I'm getting excited about that, but still always just focusing on the scouting too. And finding the sheds is just fun and a bonus. And I'm working with Rishi, hoping that she picks up a couple this year. Oh. Well, nothing yet as far as sheds. Definitely a good sign in this area. And I've picked this area apart pretty well, but things have changed. They did some logging, so it's always good to get back in. But it's definitely a spot where I've picked up sheds just about every year. Just haven't found any yet, and I haven't covered a lot of ground. And I'm running out of time. It's going to be dark here in easily about a half hour, especially with this overcast. So, that being said, before we lose light, I just wanted to update you on a few things real quick here. Geez, a year or two ago, maybe 2 years ago now. Yeah, it had to be 2 years ago. I did like a channel update video way back. And one of the things I had mentioned in there is that we were working on trying to buy the place that we had been renting for. I think at that time we had been renting it for like 6 or 7 years. and we were trying to buy it, but there were some issues with some big liens and things like that. But without getting into details, the good news is we were able to purchase it. We bought it about, not this past July, but the one before, and immediately started working on projects. Project number one was clearing some of the land so we could bring the horses there. And that was a major project that, took up some time and money, of course, like everything does. But we ended up pushing down trees. We had logs and trees everywhere. We burned all the tops and the roots. It was a major project. There were rocks everywhere. I said maybe we should have turned this land into a rock quarry instead of bringing the horses here. But all joking aside, it all went well. It was just a major project. Then on top of that, we had to bring in a bunch of fill to build a pad, because where we needed to put our little barn, I guess you could call it, for the horses, so they have their stalls and their area to get out of the weather. Where the only real good feasible spot for us to put it, we needed to build it way up, and it was totally worth it. And then we got the barn there, and it's just a rough cut, basically a rough cut shed. It's 12 by 30. We found an Amish guy who built it for us, and then he had a guy who delivered it here. He delivered it, I think it was last January, and it was like a freaking snowstorm. It was pretty crazy, and I never saw one of these things before, but he had this thing called a mule shed mover. And it was just the neatest thing, slick as could be. He controlled it with a remote control, and it was awesome. And honestly, he would have got that thing in there no problem if it wasn't for, just solid ice on the driveway underneath it. So at one point, I had to get the tractor out and just pull one end while he continued to push. But the project, other than that part, I mean, it went smooth as could be. Got that in. Then came building fence. And I got a lot more fence to build, but we got enough to get them there. So those, just lots of projects. And we're just, creating our little homestead. And it takes up a lot of time. And I think that's a part of why YouTube is also kind of went on the wayside for me. Just been so many projects at home, from, planting some fruit trees, planting blueberry bushes, building garden beds, painting the barn. I can't even think of everything right now, but there was so many just projects around to start creating this homestead. So that being said, will kind of lead me right into the point of some other content that I'm going to start putting out, is some homesteading kind of vlog type videos, DIY projects, homesteading vlog, I guess, type videos. So there'll be a lot more of that I'm planning on putting into the channel. And because that's taking up most of my time right now. And it's stuff I really enjoy. I had a homestead before and creating another one now, and it's very enjoyable, but it's a ton of work. But I figured, why not start putting some of that content in? I hope that you guys who have been my faithful subscribers and followers will enjoy that content as well. And anybody new, I hope that everyone will enjoy the content that I've already been putting out as well. So yeah, I mean, stay tuned for some of that kind of content along with my usual. Of course, we're getting prime into shed season here, so I'll be out a lot with that, and postseason scouting hard as I can, because that's what's gonna make me hopefully successful for next year. And speaking of that topic, I did hunt this year as much as I could get out. I was out for quite a bit in archery season. Unfortunately, didn't make it happen in archery season. Kind of set a goal for myself this year, was to shoot a buck that was bigger than a buck that I've ever shot. And I did achieve that goal, but it wasn't until rifle season. But either way, I'm super pumped that it happened. It was a cool hunt. I ended up shooting a buck and a doe same day within like 2 minutes of each other. And I was pretty far back in, so it made for a long haul out and a long night. But that's a story for another video. Like I said, it's going to get dark here soon, so these are just what I wanted to catch you up on real quick. Just a short, sweet video just to kind of touch base and let you know I'm still here, I'm still alive, and I do plan on continuing to do YouTube. Just going to add in some other kinds of content, so I hope you guys enjoy that. If there's any ideas you guys have that you'd want to see in videos, drop them in the comments. But other than that, stay tuned for the next video. I'm thinking of maybe doing a little homestead tour, show you kind of a little bit what we got going on around the homestead there. But other than that, that's going to wrap up this video. Unless I happen to find a shed on the walk out, that's going to wrap up this video. And I will catch you in the next one. Ooh, I want that one. Look at all the cheese in that one.